Hello, sports fans. This is Steven Hill with JustMyPicks.com, and I'm bringing you a special NBA video. This week, we've seen Derrick Rose open his mouth yet again. After not playing a whole season in the NBA, it baffles me. Some of the things Derrick Rose talks about in this interview. He was asked by a CNN reporter who's the best player in the NBA right now, and his reply was Derrick Rose. I can't make this stuff up. This is too good. Derrick Rose is a solid NBA player. I just want to put that out there for all you Chicago Bulls fans. I'm not saying he's trash, not saying he's garbage, but I think Derrick Rose thinks a little too highly of himself. When you look at the state of the NBA right now, and a lot of people have their debates, there is no debate about who's the best in the NBA right now. The best player in the NBA right now is coming off of his second back-to-back NBA Finals MVP. The best player in the NBA right now has his fourth MVP of the NBA. You know, he's won a couple of medals as far as gold medals go, as far as the FIBA championship MVP, things like that. The best player in the NBA right now, his number is 6, and he plays for the Miami Heat. Let's not get that confused in any way, shape, and form. If you ask me, honestly, when I look at the state of the NBA right now, my top 5 players, no particular category or things like that. I look at the top 5 players in the NBA when healthy. I start off with 1, LeBron James. Number 2, Kevin Durant. Number 3 is a toss-up because Chris Paul he's one of those guys that he can make his team better. He can do a lot of things. And also, but he just doesn't have a lot of help in LA. But I think offense-wise, floor general, does a lot of things well. Coming in at number 4, a healthy Dwight Howard. We saw last year where Dwight Howard was less than even 75% with that bad back, recovering from that, and also that labrum, and he still was putting up decent numbers, 17 and 12. So that just shows you when he's 75% what he can do. Imagine what he can do, what we saw in Orlando, where he was the defensive player of the year for a couple of years in a row, took the Magic to the NBA Finals with that team that they had. And number 5, I know a lot of people talk about how he doesn't play defense, but Carmelo Anthony at number 5. There's no greater scorer in the NBA. He scores better than Durant. He does a lot of things well from the offensive side of the ball. Yeah, you could talk about his defensive flaws, but if you had your choice, would you rather have Derrick Rose on your team or Carmelo? I'd rather have Melo. I just don't see the hype in Derrick Rose. Once again, I think that he won that MVP because that year the league hated LeBron. A lot of the sports writers hated on LeBron. And let's just be clear, he still put up MVP type numbers his first year on South Beach. So Derrick Rose, you're hysterical to say that you're still the best in the NBA. I don't think you've ever been the best in the NBA. I don't think you've been the best at your own position at that. When I look at Russell Westbrook and his decline from his injury this season, with the Oklahoma City Thunder and that whole team's decline without Westbrook, he made a valuable point in the fact that a lot of people were bringing up Westbrook when he's not on that team. They're a totally different team. So I think that I could make a legit argument saying Russell Westbrook is a better player than you are, and in the dynamic that he adds to his team. As we saw, Oklahoma City struggled heavily. If Kevin Durant was not scoring 40, 50 points a game and not hogging the ball 24/7, then the Thunder lost. Derrick Rose, I feel like Derrick Rose, compared to Russell Westbrook, Derrick Rose can't shoot nearly as well as Westbrook. I know they both shoot not good but average, but I think that Derrick Rose, I mean, look at it, they have almost similar type speed, similar type game. Russell Westbrook is a point guard that can slam down just like Derrick Rose can slam down on a dunk, you know, and they have that power, they have that agility. So to me, it's apples and oranges. I don't even see you as the best point guard in your own conference. So for me, I look at it as Derrick Rose, I think he got ahead of himself. I think he's proud of who he is, proud of his game, but I think he just put his foot in his mouth. I don't think he's even top 5 in the NBA right now when healthy. I don't think he's better than D Wade when he's healthy. So I just feel like It was a whole bunch of crap. But what are your thoughts? Do you think Derrick Rose is the best player in the NBA like he thinks? Do you think anybody else should be speaking up about this? Pretty much these are my thoughts on justmypicks.com. You can follow me on Twitter at justmypicks.tv. Also check me out on YouTube on this video and on my other videos. Subscribe to me and share my videos on YouTube /justmypicks.tv. Thank you very much for subscribing, and please comment.